Hello and welcome to Overdrive. I'm Shireen Bhan. We're kicking off our coverage of the auto sector for 2013 with a big celebration. The who's who of India Inc. were down in the capital for the CNBC-TV18 13th Overdrive Awards. There was plenty to talk about. Lots of action, lots of excitement, lots of music and of course plenty of good conversation. Here's a look at the highlights from the award ceremony.
It was an evening that started with a song and ended in high spirits.
So we have Arjun here who's taller than me now. Finally, you've been wanting to do this.
Yeah, I want you to look up for a change. There's a crick in my neck looking at it.
After weathering a challenging year in 2012, the who's who of the auto industry congregated in New Delhi for the 2013 CNBC-TV18 Overdrive Awards. Joining stalwarts from the industry and the government were special invitees like EU Ambassador Joao Cravelinho and movie stars Arjun Rampal and Chitramara Singh.
We're here today to honor the toughies who've pursued the mission of sustainable, profitable excellence, who've stood out year after year despite being in the very same inimical conditions that have proved hard for industry.
A quick word from Shireen set the evening on its way, and after the first round of awards were handed out, it was time for a quick pit stop. In this case, a chance to hear from our guests.
What do you like better, SUVs or sports cars?
I personally really enjoy the SUV because it makes you feel very strong, especially when the kind of traffic that we have and the kind of drivers that we have in India. It sort of just makes you feel a little more comfortable. So I love SUVs, and especially the one that we did, the little promo that we shot that day was wonderful. And Arjun just kept telling me again and again that, it also gives me a good massage while I drive it. I thought that should be the most important thing that you sell the car on.
I know a gentleman who's here who spent a lot more time than I think anyone in this room at the Bodh circuit, doing lap after lap in his Ferrari 458 Challenge car. Mr. Gautam Singhania, welcome to the CNBC TV18 Overdrive Awards. And tell me what you think of the Bodh circuit first, please, since you spent so much time on the track.
Well, good evening, thank you. I think the Bodh is really a fantastic circuit, and it's put India on the international map. And I think it's really a fabulous track, and it just shows that if India puts its mind to it, they can really do a good job.
And did you do any drifting there? Because you're also the first Indian to have won an international drift championship. Do you think the sport of drifting has a place now in India with the growing motorsport fan following that we're developing?
Well, to answer your question, yes, there was an Audi dealer there who had an R8 that we took to the garage and drifted it a bit and finished the tires off. So thank you to Audi. But yes, I think there's a future for drifting because it's a cheap sport that you can get in with. We're working on a few platforms of cars. Unfortunately, in India, they don't have too many rear-wheel drive cars, so you need rear-wheel drive cars for drifting. So we're working on something, and hopefully we'll be able to crack it soon.
I see Dr. Pavan Goenka here. First question to you. Already, it's just the start. We're 2 weeks into the year. Mahindra two-wheelers has been busy. We've seen 2 new vehicles coming out. Are we going to be calling you back up on stage next year to take the Two-Wheeler of the Year award, perhaps?
We would love to come back for that award, but before that, I want to thank Chitramara for endorsing SUVs, and I hope that she will drive someday Scorpios and XUVs rather than just the Land Rovers and Range Rovers.
Also here on the table is Mr. Carl Slim. A question for you. I've been meaning to ask you this question. We've heard a lot of rumor over the past few weeks that Tata Motors is looking at doing a Tata Nano sedan. If there is such a car and if you're going to launch it, can I please do an interview with you in the car to see the space, the both of us sitting in the front?
Obviously a tall boy kind of vehicle it'd have to be. So if we do it, then yes, you can sit in the front seat. And obviously I have to say you had the wise choice to drive the Range Rover, and you get the best massage from the Range Rover than the Mahindra. So stay with Range Rover.
The winner, ladies and gentlemen, is the Maruti Alto 800.
The big winners at this year's awards were Maruti Suzuki and Bajaj Auto. India's largest car maker took home the Compact and Viewer's Choice Car of the Year awards for the Alto 800 and the Midsize Car of the Year honours for the new Desire, while its big hit, the Ertiga, took home the MUV of the Year award.
Every segment you come into, smashing success. We've seen it now with a whole new segment, the Compact MUV. What's next, a compact SUV? Are you going there?
You know, the SUV sector is one which is growing very fast, and I think after today's endorsements,
is going to grow even faster. So it would be, I think, wrong of us not to enter that segment. So we will get there. When, I'm not able to say just now.
The bike of the year, ladies and gentlemen, is the KTM Duke 200.
Meanwhile, Bajaj Auto, the world's most profitable automaker, took home 3 awards: Mid-Displacement Bike of the Year and Bike of the Year for the outstanding KTM Duke 200, and the coveted Manufacturer of the Year award.
We are passionate about our bikes. We'd like to believe when people get too old to ride bikes, they ride scooters. And when they get tired riding scooters, they get into SUVs for a massage. So, as far as I'm concerned, the real deal is the motorcycle. And so thank you all very much for giving a motorcycle maker the Maker of the Year award. Thank you.
Yamaha won the Scooter of the Year award for the Ray, its first Indian scooter, while the Renault Duster took home the SUV of the Year award.
Not only India loves it, I think the audience tonight loves SUV. And yes, at Renault, our brand promise is to drive the change. And with Duster, we have really driven the change in this category. So thank you to our customers for making Duster a success. And thank you, CNBC Overdrive, for acknowledging us tonight.
And the car of the year, ladies and gentlemen, is the Hyundai Elantra.
The final and most awaited award of the evening was, of course, the Car of the Year, and that went to India's second largest car maker.
Thank you. I appreciate the CNBC. Hyundai Motor India will try to supply more beautiful cars consistently. And I hope, and the Hyundai Motor India, all people's hope, we to be the most loved company in India customers. Thank you so much.
I'd now like to invite all of our winners, presenters, and our jury to come up on stage for a photo op.